Good morning. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. This is live recorded. We're going to talk about the Fed interest rates that have actually been just held steady, which is pretty good. And then we're going to talk about some Bitcoin and crypto regulation BS. We're going to listen to our man, Lord and Savior, Gary Gensler, as you guys know. All right, let's see what you guys are up to in the chat real quick. See who's here, and then we'll get into this. Mr. Austin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute, actually, in the morning. Nerd Beast, good morning. Trade Like Snipe, my man, good to see you. Dan R. Call Coat. We have Jake St. Peter, what's up, buddy? Leo Lustig, J-Dub, good to see you. Nick K. Andrew Masad, my man, actually, I wanted to say thank you publicly. He sent me over a 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe drive for my future bit, for my Bitcoin miner. So I got to go get that thing set up at some point in my life, but I needed that. That's absolutely necessary for that machine, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending that over. We have Mr. Allset in the house. Dom G, good to see you. Rud Puts, Crypto KJ, good morning. Yeah, he said I was probably doing my makeup, but no, my kid needed help with her onesie. She couldn't go to the bathroom, so I had to go run upstairs and help her. That's how that went. Daddy duty calls, you know. All right, let's get into this, see what we're looking like in the market today. Oops, there you go. Got to see the Lord and Savior himself first. We have Bitcoin 42,253, not too bad. We got Ethereum 2264, looks pretty good. Solana's over 70 bucks again. ADA looks like it's pumped 6%, just about 62 cents. We have Kaspa looking like it's 12.5 cents. ICP up 9%, basically 6.27%. IMX is up 9% as well, $2.19. Let's see. Injective looks like it's taken a 17 or 18% move, just about $30. Oh my god, actually, speaking of that, you know, we'll get into that in a second. I want to talk about honey. If you guys got your payouts today, anybody that has a Hivemapper, congrats, because holy hell, the amount of money you make from that is just like absurd. Anyways, we'll get into that in a second. Dogecoin 9.5 cents, looks like it's up 1.74. I mean, everything looked like pretty bloody yesterday and the day before, so I mean, it was, you know, about time to get turned around a little bit. I don't know what's up with this. Like, you can move these bubbles and everything like went to the left side of the screen this morning. So strange. Anyways, this is over crypto bubbles. Biggest earner in the top 100 coins looks like Bonk. You know what? Hold on, let me see. Is that even on this? That's got to be on this. This is just a small. Let's see. Where is it? I feel like, because this is, oh, there it is, right there. Deep green. They make it super small because they know it's a shit coin. They don't want people buying it. But crypto bubbles is like, hell nah, we're gonna put this thing dead center so you guys can all see and pump my bags. Look at this. Bonk is at 43.1% today. Dude, there's so much money to be made in shit coins, it's not even funny. Or meme coins specifically, but it's yeah, that's a riot. HNT's up 25%. Why? What is happening? 69 for ranking in the top 100. That's crazy. Render 9.9%, 44 out of top 100, ranks 44. Crazy. We have Woo. The Woo network is in rank 95, 35 cents. Celestia looks like it's up in rank 40. It's $13.62. Not too bad. All right, let's check out the fear and greed index. Really nothing that's hit me on the top of the head on today's crypto bubbles. All right, we are at 72 once again, over on the greedy side of things. Again, over 75 is when I really start paying attention to it, but as of right now, we're still kind of in the buy the rumor stage of buy the rumor, sell the news with the ETF thing. So we'll see what happens with that. Check out CoinGecko. Top 10 coins by coin market cap over here. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, XRP, Solana, USDC, Cardano, Lotto Staked Ether, and Avalanche is still in 10th place. Damn, it is still got Doge in 11th. That's so crazy to me. It really is. I mean, Doge at the end of the day is a meme coin, but man, that thing held top 10 for quite some time. It really did. So I guess shout out to Doge, but yeah, it's pretty shitty. It's about 350 million off now from Avalanche. Crazy. Scroll down a bit, we'll just check out 19, which is Litecoin. We have 18, which is Shiba, and then Bitcoin Cash is in 22nd. Let's see, man, Kaspa is up to 31st place. Looks like dropped a couple pegs, but it's still at a $2.7 billion market cap. Not too bad. Ethereum Classic, we have a $2.9 billion market cap in 28th, and Monero's in 27th. Not too bad. All right, this is what we're gonna talk about. This honey thing. Wait, it's very rude to say woo and not say it in Ric Flair style. Leo Lustig, that was great. It took me a minute. I was like, wait, did I just say something I shouldn't have said? I gotta make that a soundbite now. What am I doing? All right, you got me all thrown off. Hivemapper, look at this. Let's see where we're at. 25 cents. All right, you guys saw this thing pump to 30 something the other day. 37, I think. Was it 37? Let me just see. Yeah, 37.6 2 days ago. Look at this. All right, so I drove around. Let me big screen this. I drove around for an hour during my kids' nap time twice. 2 times. I let them just sleep. And then one time I actually had to do shit, like go pick up my mother and do some other things. So I actually just checked my payout today. So it was about 3 days of it driving for like an hour, and I did some new stuff on the days that what's it called? I drove around for an hour aimlessly. Look at this. Focus. 253.57 I've made in honey. That camera's gonna focus now. That unit itself, if you guys look, right, let's go Hivemapper real quick. I'll just show you guys. So this thing, I mean, I don't know if this profitability is gonna stay up here, but for right now it's pretty friggin' absurd how much money you're getting paid to use this thing. How do I buy it? Let's go check out the prices. I'm pretty sure it's 300 bucks for the actual unit. Why will this not? Let's explore. How do I get to the place where you can buy it? Oh, here we go. Order. Dash cams. There we go. I was in the wrong section. Yeah, it's still 300 bucks, man. I don't know if they're like backed up on orders though, but 300 bucks. Look at this thing. For this camera, I got paid $250 to drive them for 3 hours the other day. Like absolutely crazy. So I'm 100% driving around in circles today. I don't give a shit where I go. I don't care at all. You know what? If you owned like an Uber thing, like if you did Uber or whatever, or just had like other people working for you, or like even it would have been great for me for my plumbing business when I had the vans and stuff. If I put these in the vans, man, I would have made a freaking killing on this. What is happening? Crypto KJ, what? I don't like that. Really? Don't use Ledger at this moment. It's been compromised. What? Bro, you're not are you joking? Please tell me you're joking. Hold on, now I have to Google this because now you get me all freaking nervous. I will be very upset. Hold on. Do you have a link, Crypto KJ? I only see stuff from June 30. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit. Oh shit. You ain't joking. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we're just gonna jump forward to the new stuff right now. Look at this. Multiple DApps using the Ledger connected library compromised. Multiple decentralized applications using Ledger connector library have been compromised, including SushiSwap and Revoke.cash. Oh shit. The front end of multiple decentralized applications, DApps using Ledger connectors, including Zapper, SushiSwap, Balancer, and Revoke Cash, or Revoke.cash, was compromised on December 14th, which was literally 18 minutes ago. SushiSwap Chief Technical Officer Matthew Lilly, is that what you said? I don't even know, reported that a commonly used Web3 connector has been compromised, allowing malicious code to be injected into numerous DApps on the chain analytics. Oh my god, I can't even read. The on-chain analysis said the Ledger library confirmed the compromise where the vulnerable code insert the drainer account address. But I'm not, see, like this isn't like Ledger theft. Hold on, Ledger Connect Live. I'm trying to like understand what the hell's happening right now, because this is like all DeFi bullshit. Am I wrong? This is all DeFi stuff. I don't use any of this SushiSwap shit. Polygon Labs. We have identified and removed a malicious version of Ledger connected kit. Genuine version is being pushed to replace the malicious file now. Do not interact with any DApps for the moment. We will keep you informed as the situation evolves. What? Hold on. I have to go to Twitter now. Look. Get out of here. Just as your Ledger device is Ledger Live, we are not compromised. Okay. All right. So they're not. No. All right. Not. That's. God damn it, Crypto KJ. You got me so freaking nervous right then, dude. I have a lot of money on my Ledger. I would have been so freaking upset, bro. All right, your Ledger device and Ledger Live were not compromised. All right, that's all I needed to hear. F that segment. All right, we're gonna just remove that from the video. I don't even want to talk about it. That was miserable. Let's get back into the mining stuff. Jeez, it got me freaking worried to shit, bro. All right, we have the WinMiner K9 10.3 terahash. We're gonna start talking about some mining stuff, see what the most profitable miners are today. As you guys know, $146, 147 basically, the WinMiner K9 at 10.3 terahashes. Kaspa, if you guys aren't like familiar with it, that is mining Kaspa. Transfer it all to your Tangent. Yeah, Andrew Masad, I would, but it makes me nervous to even plug it in with all the FUD that's been going on and just the shit with the that sharding stuff. That's really my biggest concern, plugging it back in, because now they can like strip your keys and shit. This is, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Ledger. I don't recommend them. I definitely recommend Tangent. Oh, actually, by the way, Tangent, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm giving away 2 wallets directly from the company. They're going to ship them to you guys during Christmas time. So probably next week, actually, we'll do it. I'll just do 2 winners and we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. I'm going to do like a week worth of giveaways if possible. So, all right, let's keep going. We have the Ice River KS3, 8 terahashes, $112 a day. We have the KS2 making 27 bucks a day. KS3M, I actually skipped it, 82 bucks a day. We have the KS1, is only making 1360 a day. You know why? Because Mr. Max Voltage would say
this hash rate's going bonkers.
And it is. I'm so glad he made the soundboard. All right, we have the Ice River Kaspa KS0, 200 gigahashes at 100 watts, 23 Kaspa a day, only making 273. The yield actually went down a little bit, so it was 25 Kaspa a day. Now it's down a bit. As you guys know, Kaspa has a emission schedule that shaves it off every month instead of shaving it off once every whatever year or whatever they plan on doing. So it's easier that way. My man Crypto Frank, appreciate you, buddy. Check HeliumMapper token. Also, I have a Hivemapper and all 7 work trucks. My guys just have their app on all your work phones. Been amazing few months, bro. You must have made a killing on Hivemapper. Like, again, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's crazy. $251, drive around for 3 freaking hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's more than most people get, like, you know, paid at their part-time jobs. Like, you could literally drive around for an entire day and make like 500 bucks. That's so crazy. Crypto Frank, appreciate you, buddy. You're awesome. Let's see, what is HeliumMapper token? Let's check it out. I don't even know what that is. HeliumMapper? Which one is it? Is it this one? I assume. I don't know what the IoT is. Actually, I've heard of the IoT, but 132%. Jeez. Where did you hear about this one, Crypto Frank? Wow, this thing's taking a moonshot too, huh? 3 zeros. I mean, yeah, it's moved. It's definitely moved quite a bit. That's crazy. How long has this thing been out? When did this come out? September? No, hold on. Let's go to max. Max chart, April 2023. April 2023. Look at that. There we go. There's the boner candle. There it is. Let's see. Imagine if you were an Uber Lyft driver, you would make it. Yeah, dude, the amount of money. So the only issue with Hivemapper and Honey, right, is the camera situation. Like, I don't know how that works in nighttime, right? Like, I don't think it can get clear pictures. So, like, would you get paid out that much, to be honest, if you're driving around at night? That's the only concern I would have there. But like, if you're doing DoorDash and stuff like during lunch hour, like, you make it killing 100%. That's crazy. Yeah, I never invested in this, but rank 241 now. HeliumMapper. That's crazy. Good shit. Good shit. All right, let's get into this, guys. We need to get into the actual news stuff. Again, right here, you can see Feds hold rates steady, indicates 3 cuts coming in 2024. That could be massive for I don't even know what this video is, actually. I don't think we're gonna watch that, but that could be massive for crypto in general. Cuts start coming down, man. Money's gonna start flowing into these Bitcoin ETFs and all things like that. So Federal Reserve on Wednesday held its key interest rate steady for the 3rd straight time and set this table for multiple cuts to come in 2024 and beyond, which is extremely good. I mean, obviously any type of easing that we can get is nice. With the inflation rate easing and the economy holding and policymakers on the Federal Open Market Committee voted unanimously to keep the benchmark overnight borrowing rate in a targeted range between 5.25% and 5.5%. Along with the decision to stay on hold, committee members penciled in at least 3 rate cuts in 2024, assuming quarter percentage point increments. That's less than what the market had been pricing, but more aggressive than what officials had previously indicated. So this is going to be very good. It's going to be very good in 2024. So I'm excited for the bull run. I can't wait to see what happens. All right, let's get into this CNBC crypto world. Just kind of catch the news at the beginning. I don't think we're going to stay for the WorldCoin stuff, but we'll jump over and listen to Mr. Gary Gensler after the, I don't know, this meeting they had yesterday, I guess. So we'll get into that, guys. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Let's do it.
Today, Bitcoin and Ether get a small bounce as the Fed holds its final meeting of the year. The DOJ charges 2 men with running a multi-million-dollar crypto Ponzi scheme. And Alex Blania with Tools for Humanity discusses WorldCoin's new protocol update and the crypto project's privacy concerns.
Oh man, I don't know how you guys feel about WorldCoin, but I ain't getting my eyes scanned for none of that shit.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Tanea McKeel. Major cryptocurrencies rising slightly after this week's sell-off. By noon Eastern, ahead of the Fed's final rate decision for 2023, Bitcoin rose nearly 1.4%, while Ether inched higher by about 2/3%. Meanwhile, Solana is moving lower this morning. It dipped by 0.8%.
Again, that was yesterday afternoon.
Let's talk about the top stories. RIAs, or registered investment advisors, will probably be the main driver of Bitcoin ETF flows should one be approved in the U.S. But their clients are showing little to no interest in crypto investing broadly, according to Needham. The firm surveyed 12 financial advisors, 75 Coinbase users, and over 200 people to find out who preferred a spot ETF versus buying Bitcoin directly. The results showed that anyone who hasn't already
Hold on. I gotta listen to what you just said again about how many, what people actually voted on that.
The main driver of Bitcoin ETF flows should one be approved in the U.S., but their clients are showing little to no interest in crypto investing broadly, according to Needham. The firm surveyed 12 financial advisors, 75 Coinbase users, and over 200 people to find out who preferred a spot ETF
75 Coinbase users
versus buying Bitcoin directly. The results showed that anyone who hasn't already bought Bitcoin some way, somehow, isn't likely to buy a Bitcoin ETF. Just 11% of that group said they're very likely or somewhat likely to buy a spot Bitcoin ETF. And of those who do own Bitcoin, 49% said they'd prefer buying crypto on a platform like Coinbase.
Round of applause to those people. At least they have a frickin' brain.
Versus the 40% who said they'd prefer buying an ETF. Advisors
40% are the little Timmies out there that don't know what they're doing.
Said they expect 5 to 10% of clients to buy an ETF in 2024 and 2025.
And by the way, if anybody's new here and needs help understanding how to purchase Bitcoin or whatever you guys got to do, just reach out. Like, send an email, whatever. I'm not going to charge you to talk, right? So just, if you have questions, please ask.
If available, which Needham said was neutral for Coinbase but positive for Robinhood as a platform where investors can buy into ETFs. Next, Binance is pushing for a federal judge to dismiss the SEC's lawsuit against the exchange. In a filing on Tuesday, Binance said the SEC lacked the authority to bring the case, unlike the CFTC. The company also said the SEC's argument that trades on the platform constitute investment contracts lacks any limits, and that investment contracts need to be determined on a transaction-by-transaction basis. Of course, the SEC argues that the company operated an unregistered securities exchange and misrepresented its oversight on the Binance U.S. platform. This lawsuit is also separate from the settlement Binance reached with U.S. authorities last month for more than $4 billion. And finally, the DOJ just charged 2 men with running a multi-million-dollar crypto Ponzi scheme. U.S. attorneys allege David Safran of Australia and Vincent Mezada of California ran a scheme that stole more than $25 million from victims through an entity called the Federal Crypto Reserve. The DOJ claims that victims would buy into different investment programs. Then the 2 men would ask those investors to pay Federal Crypto Reserve to investigate and recover victims' losses.
Wow.
The DOJ even alleges that the 2 men used fake identities to solicit victims, falsified records, concealed assets, and more. In total, the men face around 5 federal charges and, if convicted, could face decades in prison.
Dude, people are such scumbags. People are such scumbags. That is so awful. And you know what, you guys, like, you got to be wary about, I know people that have been personally scammed with, you know, these random people they meet online, or like, you know, You think you're dating somebody that's like real, but you're not. It's called like a pig butcher scam. If you guys haven't heard of that, go check it out. It's super unfortunate and super sad. But man, like, you guys gotta have a brain. You gotta have a brain when it comes to like sending anybody anything. If they think that you're learning how to trade from like some random asshole online, you're probably getting scammed. Like, just please, it's crazy. Just go watch those pig butcher scam stuffs, and trust me, you'll understand what I'm saying.
All right, for our main story, WorldCoin just introduced a protocol update. World ID 2.0 aims to verify a person's humanity for apps and services without disclosing their identity. That way, brands can ensure.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna listen to this WorldCoin stuff. All right, real quick, I want to show you guys. So someone said something about the honey payout today. Again, yes, I did make some dough, right? So this app that links to the what's it called? The honey app, right? Like, they have a wallet. It's called the Phantom wallet. So I got paid out $255 today. So I'll show you guys right here. I'll just do it. This is what I do every week, right? Hit that swap button in the middle. I can hit it. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I swap honey for USDC. It goes in the Solana chain. I just hit max. Right. So it's gonna give me $251, 84 cents. I know the ring camera sucks, but review order. And then swap it, and it literally takes like seconds. I just swap it out, get it out of honey, because who knows, we're gonna have a shit again, or if it's gonna keep going up. I don't care. I'd rather just take my profits now, because $250 driving around for 3 hours is pretty smooth, right? Let's see, deposit in your wallet once transaction is complete. Literally takes a couple minutes, if that. There we go, done. Tokens have been deposited in your wallet. All right, close. Let's see. So I had some money in there before. I think I had a total of $500 or 450. Here we go. Now I have full USDC, $455, right? I had two. That was obviously swapped 250 or whatever, but USDC, just swap right into it and then send it to Simple Swap, get whatever you want. It's just smarter to get it into a stable coin, but it's so simple, man. It's so simple. All right, let's get back into this. We're gonna listen to Gary Gensler. I don't even know what this meeting was about. I didn't watch it, but it says SEC chair on the new hedge funds rules and crypto regulations. So let's see what he has to say, guys. Hit that like button. Appreciate you all. Mr. Dan R, appreciate the $2 super chat. You can swap honey for guac too. Perfect. I didn't even know I could do that, but I appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's get into it. Hit that like button, guys. Do it if it'll play.
Does this new rule go far enough to address those concerns, or will the SEC, should the SEC, or will the SEC do more to address that?
Well, what we did today is one part of a set of reforms that we're looking at, but an important part of it because it has to do with lowering risk in the system in the U.S. Treasury markets. And to your question, there is a lot of borrowing leverage in the Treasury markets. Bringing things into central clearing can address that in a
I wish you would just take that microphone and progressively get closer to his mouth. Just fucking poke him in the face. That's so funny.
number of ways. One is the clearing itself does
just fucks with them on national TV.
something called multi-party netting, which lowers a lot of risk in the system. But secondly, clearinghouses collect margin. They collect collateral against transactions. And right now, a lot of the markets is operating and is not collecting collateral or margin.
So, like the ICBC hack we saw just recently, which was disruptive to the Treasury markets in some ways, would what just passed today help avoid that in the future as a step toward avoiding that, or do you still see situations like that could arise?
I think there's some relation, but that's a separate risk. And we have to be very aware there are risks in our systems from cyber attacks. In that circumstance, as publicly revealed, it was a ransomware attack. And that ransomware attack disrupted a Treasury clearing broker-dealer. And so the clearinghouse operated smoothly through that. But for that one clearing broker and its customers, they had to quickly find workarounds.
Commissioner Ueda, during the meeting today, to paraphrase his words, essentially suggested we can't pretend this rule is going to solve all the systemic risk present in this market. He mentioned specifically higher interest rates, especially as the Federal Reserve is about to make yet another rate decision today. How concerned are you about higher for longer rates and the potential vulnerabilities it causes in treasuries?
Well, you'll be glad to hear that I'm going to leave interest rate policy to Chair Powell and his fellow members of the Federal Reserve.
He's like, listen, lady, I don't want to get in any more hot water. Don't ask me stupid questions.
But in terms of the U.S. Treasury market, we have seen greater volatility. In fact, we've seen volatility in the markets this year, which are historic. Earlier around the regional banking turmoil at the beginning of the year, more recently even in the longer end of the curve. And so it's really important to look at the leverage in this system. And there's a lot in the relationship between, on the one hand, banks and broker-dealers, and on the other hand, hedge funds. And that borrowing in the marketplace is part of what this rule today will address, at least bringing the benefits of central clearing that helps lower risk.
Well,
I know he sucks, but it's unfortunate that we have to listen to what he says. We don't have to, but at the end of the day, it's good to hear what he says. He is, the head of the SEC, so everything kind of rides on what he says, unfortunately.
Subject of hedge funds. Separate news came yesterday when a group of trade groups for hedge funds, including the Managed Funds Association, filed suit regarding to rules the SEC already passed earlier this fall related to short selling and related securities lending. I know you can't comment on a specific lawsuit, but when you think about them collectively, the idea that Wall Street seems to be just taking every rule you pass and taking it specifically to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, how does that make you feel? How does that maybe change how you're thinking?
It's part of democracy, and they have their rights to do that. I feel very confident in the work that the team has put together. The commission reviewed. It went out to thorough public comment, and I would note that these are two rules to promote greater transparency in our market, as mandated by Congress after the financial crisis of 2008. Congress mandated that we adopt rules around what's called securities lending and separately around short selling in the markets. And that's what we did based upon public feedback. And I'm very confident in our team's work.
But more broadly beyond just those two rules, when you look at the real litany of court cases the SEC is now grappling with, are you worried that Wall Street is going to continue using the courts to dismantle the work of this regulatory body?
Again, this is not a new feature of our democracy, and
it's happening frequently, though.
It's happened in the past as well. So we put together all that we do according to the legal authorities Congress has given us and how courts interpret those authorities. We do it based on public comment, and we do it based upon economic analysis. And again, I feel very proud of this agency and the hardworking staff and my fellow commissioners.
On the subject of
he tries to beat around the bush and not really give, I guess, permanent answers that are really going to incriminate him, right? He's trying to be careful because he doesn't want to get fired at the end of the day. He was in so much hot water 6 months ago, it wasn't even funny.
Of Congress, obviously we're about to head into an election year. There is a chance that come 2025, Republicans can control both chambers of Congress, potentially the White House as well. Does that set a kind of deadline on the work you are doing here, knowing that theoretically within a certain number of legislative days, Congress could have the power to overturn some of your rulemakings? How are you thinking about timeline?
Dan R says, when I hear his voice, I want to club him like a baby seal. Just takes a microphone, don't right on top of the head.
I think of it this way. We have a privilege of service. Somebody like myself, a privilege to service, and it's about doing the maximum good for the maximum number of people. Our clients, so to speak, are 330 million.
He's that kid that that kid you show up in middle school or high school, like you'd just be a poser, just like want to be like a, like a, I don't know, punk rock guy, or like freaking ride skateboards, or just like, how like those people dress like, but like never driven a skateboard in his life or anything along those lines. Like this was him. I feel like he's just one of those guys.
Americans in the time that
Just
we
tries
have
to be
in these
liked.
jobs. That's what I'm focused on.
And obviously, the commission and the staff of the commission is still hard at work on a number of issues, one of them dealing with a number of filings of spot Bitcoin ETFs. Mr. Chair, I have to ask you this question. There has been a lot.
I suspected we did something very significant about the $26 trillion Treasury market, which is really the...
Sorry, you know what I meant. He's just a poser. Like, he just doesn't, I don't know. He just tries to fit in any way he can. I feel like he's just trying to, he never ever wants to, he wants to beat around the bush until you like him, basically, right? Just says things that he thinks is going to make you, like, be his friend, or think he's like the hero, and he's fucking not at all.
Base of our entire capital markets. It's how we fund our government. It's how our Federal Reserve does monetary policy. It's how we maintain the dollar dominance around the globe. And you want to ask me about crypto?
In my defense, Commissioner Ueda also brought up crypto in this open meeting.
Priorities. I mean, the U.S. Treasury market is a very consequential, very important market. Crypto securities are not only much smaller, it's not how we fund our government, it's not how we conduct monetary policy, and for many investors, they've been harmed in that market. And they're being harmed because there's too much non-compliance. And it's not just non-compliance with securities laws, it's non-compliance with a raft of other laws.
Well, I would, if I was this lady, I'd be like, well, that's funny, because like you were very into crypto back in your MIT days. Like, what happened? What changed? Why are these things all of a sudden securities in your eyes? Because you're trying to like be liked by everybody that's high up. So eat shit, bro.
The regulator in the market space, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the U.S. Department of Treasury, and Financial Crimes Enforcement.
As he's like, in the back with Elizabeth Warren.
But again, I do ask, and if you look at the focus and the priorities, the U.S. Treasury market and what we did today is really quite important to our capital markets.
Absolutely, and that's why we have discussed it, but you are actively engaging with a number of matters related to crypto specifically. So I think, sir, this is fair game, especially when you are having staff meeting with a number of issuers in recent days.
I'm glad that you at least now agree that the priorities were more to the Treasury market. So what is your question about Bitcoin?
We have seen in recent days SEC staff engaging with issuers, of a number of which have filed for spot ETFs. We've seen a number of amendments to those filings. It seems that market participants in crypto have a sense that we are reaching the end stages here. Typically, is this kind of engagement with the SEC not prejudging anyone filing, but the level of engagement we are seeing signifying of things getting easier, closer to resolving, or things getting more difficult?
Again, we have, I think, somewhere between 8 and a dozen filings in front of this agency with regard to exchange-traded products around Bitcoin. And the staff of the various divisions respond when market participants have filings. We also had a court case earlier this fall in this regard, and so we do things according to our authorities and how courts interpret our authorities, and that's what we'll do here as well.
I think you're referring there to the Grayscale case. Just one final question related to courts. As we talked about a number of litigation the SEC is already dealing with, there has been a lot of talk about one of your other proposed rules changes related to climate disclosures, and Scope 3 being included, potentially unleashing another huge wave of litigation. How is that informing the SEC's thinking as it considers that final rule and what it looks like?
Well, we have right now in our capital markets not just hundreds, but probably over 1,000 companies today that are already making climate risk disclosures to investors. We have investors representing tens of trillions of dollars of assets under management making investment decisions based on those disclosures. So we put out a proposal about 20 months ago with regard to climate risk disclosures. We got lots of comments, 16,000 comments. So we're still sorting through that. But again, just as I said earlier, we will, if we go forward, because I can't prejudge anything, we will do it based on the law and how courts interpret our authorities.
Interesting. I wonder, I honestly wonder how much Bitcoin he owns. Really, because like there's no way, like if you guys don't know, back in the day he was all about crypto when he was in his like MIT as an MIT professor. He would talk about Avalanche, he would talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum not being securities, and I really don't understand what changed. Like, how do you change that drastically? And it's, you know, again, just trying to please people and trying to fit in. He wants to do the right thing, make everybody happy, but at the end of the day, he can eat shit. All right, Altcoin Daily Crypto Predictions 2024. Check out some videos here. I want to see what these top 10 coins are. I want to see if this is a bunch of nonsense bullshit or if this is actually a good list. So let's get into it. If you guys have anything to say, please feel free at me in the chat. Let's do it.
Cryptocurrency is about to skyrocket. Seriously,
I agree with that.
You need to start paying attention. This financial giant just made 10 big predictions for cryptocurrency in 2024. In 2024, Bitcoin will set a new all-time high.
Do you guys agree with that? New all-time high in 2024 amongst the ETF launch?
Spot Bitcoin ETF will be the most successful ETF launch of all time.
I do believe that it'll be one of the most successful ETF launches of all time. But at the same time, I don't know if it's going to push Bitcoin to its all-time high this year. I think it'll be closer to 2025.
Coinbase's
personally.
revenue will double and a lot more.
But I hope I'm wrong. I hope it goes up.
Somebody who is thinking about investing in crypto. Here are 10 crypto predictions.
It's just typically like I'd say 6 months to a year after the halving, right? And the halving's in April, if anybody doesn't know that.
For 2024 by the team at Bitwise Invest. And number 10 will surprise you.
The hell was that?
Prediction number 1.
That was weird.
Bitcoin will trade above $80,000, setting a new all-time high, and there are two major catalysts that will take us over $80,000. A, the
All right, hold on real quick. Nobody knows what the price of Bitcoin will be ever, so you don't put all your eggs in one basket if you're going to invest into Bitcoin, but there is a good chance we're going to be getting up in that number or that range.
Anticipated launch of a spot Bitcoin ETF in early 2024,
especially with this guy.
And B, the halving of a new Bitcoin supply around the end.
128 days. There it is. 6 hours, 43 minutes, 14 seconds as of last night.
End of April. Supply flow gets cut in half. A major demand catalyst, the spot Bitcoin ETF, is approved. Their base case is an easy 2x from here. I totally think this is possible. Not financial advice, but this is an easy way to double your money. Prediction number 2. The spot Bitcoin ETFs will all get approved. Perfect. And collectively, they will be the most successful ETF launch of all time, which is saying a lot. Within 5 years, we estimate spot Bitcoin ETFs could capture 1% of the 7.2 trillion US ETF market, or 72 billion in assets under management in general. Real quick, Mr. Blaine Anderson asked a question. He said, not sure if you answered my question when I asked earlier, does Hivemapper auto upload from the device in the car, or does it need Wi-Fi? So you have to be connected to the actual Hivemapper itself. It will send the images from the Hivemapper to your phone, and then you can take your phone in the house and it will upload if you still have any like in the queue. So like it's kind of hard to explain. Let me see if I can find it real quick before we continue. Let me see. All right, so on this thing, see the three numbers? The first one on the left side, or yeah, whatever, on my left, if I'm looking at it right on the left, that's the images that the Hivemapper takes, and then it uploads to your phone, and then it goes to the cloud. So that's the best way I can explain it. So if you see a 0 all the way on the left, that means you're good. Bring your phone in the house and just open the app, and it'll upload over Wi-Fi. Is there are 13 spot ETFs waiting approval, and because these are all spot, aka physically backed, and Bitcoin is a limited supply flow capped asset, the supply is capped, the supply flow is limited and known, programmed, open source. Because of all this,
yes, they do actually. Sorry, I know I'm like ruining this video, but yes, they do pay on roads that you've already mapped. So like they actually have a list of, I'm not going to show you guys the roads around me, but they have a list of roads that are, they have like these hexagon, like pink hexagon lines, right? You could tell somebody's already traveled on them. Excuse me. And then they have some, you know, you see the roads that people have never been on. So you get paid, I think, a little bit more for the roads that haven't been traveled, but you still do get paid for the ones that have been traveled. It's just a little bit less. Hopefully that makes sense.
There's going to be a huge demand shock on Bitcoin, not to mention a supply flow shock. I mean, you can see what's about to happen. But the prediction being most successful ETF launch of all time, I think it's possible this would be huge if true. Prediction number 3, Coinbase's revenue will double, meeting Wall Street's expectations by at least 10x. So historically, Coinbase's trading volume always surges in bull markets, and we expect the same to happen again. Plus, they've launched a wide range of new products Coinbase has that are showing pretty good traction. I think this Coinbase prediction totally has legs. I mean, take a look at who are the custody providers for almost all of these.
Oh, look at that. Overboard Tech actually gave it perfectly in the chat. He said you get paid a lot more for gray. Light pink is good 1 week stale. Dark pink, barely any reward 24 hours. I didn't know that. Interesting.
ETFs that are launching. It's Coinbase. And now that Binance has had their...
Oh yeah, if you did Uber or DoorDash, you would 1,000% make a killing. As of right now anyways, the price of the token, it's unreal. I mean, you saw I drove literally 3 hours and I made $250 last week. It was 3 hours and it was like during my kids' nap time. I had nothing else to do anyways.
Their legs chopped off to an extent. Coinbase has a clear runway in America to be the leading cryptocurrency exchange and to kind of signal...
And Coinbase is actually going to be the BlackRock's off-ramp or whatever. They're like actually working with BlackRock for this ETF thing.
...to America that crypto is here to stay. So beating Wall Street expectations by 10x, doubling revenue, this would be a big deal. Before we continue with the predictions, let me talk to you about one of the...
All right, so this right here, I actually did catch this. This is a shill that I'm going to allow us to watch because I was actually kind of interested about this. I have no affiliation with these guys. I've never used them. I don't know how legit it is, but just listen to this gift card thing with crypto. This is totally going to be a new scam, 1,000%.
Best ways to cash out your crypto.
It's kind of neat.
And I guess my first question is, do you want to cash out your crypto? Eventually you will. Eventually you will want to cash out.
I really don't want to listen to him talk, but look at this. So basically this is this site, whatever this is, you can actually just swap out your crypto for gift cards. So you can get like a regular like Visa, you can get Amazon gift cards, Apple gift cards, DoorDash. Like it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of impressed when I saw that this was a thing. But yeah, all right, we're gonna skip past the shill. Where is it? Right here ish. All right, let's do it.
Prediction number 5. JP Morgan will tokenize a fund and launch it on-chain as Wall Street gears up to tokenize real-world assets. I do think real-world assets are going to be a major trend we're about to see come into fruition into the mainstream. Launching a tokenized fund would allow JP Morgan and Wall Street to take advantage of the efficiencies on-chain assets can offer while entering a market whose growth is exploding. And for those of you who think that JP Morgan Chase or CEO Jamie Dimon would never touch crypto with a 10-foot pole, I mean, he's been saying, I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin. If I were the government, I'd close it down. Understand that manipulation is common on Wall Street, and you always need to watch what they actually do and not just listen to whatever they say. Don't be dumb money.
And he is not wrong. Real quick, Mr. Dan R in the chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for the $5 super chat. He said, next year BTC halving is different than any other BTC halving in the past because we have the incoming ETF approval, so price is really unknown. You're right. 1,000% right.
Did you know that JP Morgan Chase already very much involved in crypto, but the mainstream public has no idea that JP Morgan Chase has 10% equity ownership in Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin's Consensus? This is a major crypto business in the space.
You know what, I want to, right after this, I want to show you guys, you know, let me open Discord real quick. I know it's going to, pop up over this. Oh no, it's going on the other screen. All right, I'm going to show you guys a video real quick right here.
Number two,
about this.
JP Morgan is already using crypto technology to tokenize U.S. Treasury bonds, mortgage-backed securities, and cash in the form of JPM coin. This is their private blockchain with ETH rails. And then number three, most importantly, Jamie Dimon has a history of market manipulation, flooding Bitcoin, then buying behind the scenes. This video explains it.
Oh, he shows it. Okay,
On
never mind.
September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin
This is literally what I was just going to show you guys.
is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. People listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal.
He says it's a fraud.
Says he'll fire anyone that buys it.
Fire.
Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying
His
it.
company is buying it.
It's just, I mean, so unethical.
So
What a piece of shit that guy is. All right, so I just put the link to that video if you guys are interested in the chat, and shout out to Crypto KJ for putting that in the VIP. I appreciate you, buddy.
I think this is very much going to happen. I think this is already happening. Prediction number 6. Ethereum revenue will more than 2x to 5 billion as users flock to ETH's crypto applications. So for context, in 2023, users paid 2.3 billion in fees to use Ethereum. We think that will at least 2x in 2024, making Ethereum one of the fastest growing large-scale tech platforms in the world. Yes, actually look for protocols that are producing the revenue. That's how you know these protocols are going to be here years from now, because they can sustain themselves. So Ethereum is a big one. I think this will continue. Chainlink, another big one. Actually, nowadays, there are plenty of many crypto protocols, blockchains, tokens that produce major revenue, putting them in the black, making them sustainable. It's an amazing time to be in crypto with such real working products, generating real revenue, gaining real users, getting real adoption. So yeah, just a 2x, I think this is conservative. Prediction number 7, Taylor Swift will launch her own NFTs to connect with fans. The largest artist in the world will launch her own.
Listen, I like all the power to her. It's awesome. It's great. These NFTs, man, if you think it's going to make you money, I don't know. You might make money off them, right? But at the end of the day, NFTs are going to make whoever made the NFT money. That's it. That's literally it.
Set of crypto digital
She ain't
collectibles
stupid.
to connect with fans. And this makes sense if you understand what's actually happening behind the scenes to some of these big players. One possibility, and we know Spotify is doing this. Spotify,
She
where
does have a
Swift
cult following.
was the most streamed artist in 2023 with more than 26 billion streams, is experimenting with token-gated playlists that require listeners to own a particular NFT in order to listen. Because we know
Taylor Swift's gonna be more powerful than Oprah, maybe already. Actually, dude, you know what? You're not wrong. Actually, she does have a disgusting cult following. I mean, she's good though. She's a good singer, is what it is. But it is crazy how like all these teeny boppers are like, you know, just I don't know, melting over.
that Taylor Swift famously never went through with her partnership with FTX and SBF. This actually
Isn't that interesting though? She actually got offered to work with FTX and never took it.
digital collectibles
Weird, right?
that her fans will want, many of them. This would actually
It's like, what
be a
did she
very
see?
nice, safe foray into.
So she must have some good people around her to like get her into NFTs, keep her away from SBF. Like someone knows a lot that she's around or with.
Digital age. I think Taylor Swift will be doing this because Spotify, Apple Music, they're all doing this. Taylor Swift, the biggest artist in the world, also redoing all of her early albums. Taylor's version, of course, could be a pioneer in this new digital age. Digital collectibles really give artists a better way to monetize and fans a better way to connect. Prediction number 8 involves.
Real quick, Fully Electric said, CCXD, it's a changing world. I do not like the NFTs, but other form of NFTs is sort of cool. And I agree. There is good use cases for NFTs, right? Like I said, medical records, house deeds, car like titles, you know, things along those lines. They make sense. I understand that. That's an easy system to keep your stuff on a ledger that's easily accessible, right? It makes sense. Monkey pictures and all this bullshit. Not not so much sense to me.
Involves AI. AI assistants will start using crypto to pay for things online, affirming crypto as the native currency of the internet. We believe AI assistants will prefer digital native money like Bitcoin or like stablecoins, and we think that starts happening in 2024. One thing that AI does well is do trivial, mundane tasks in an instant automated way, and in order to pay each other, they're going to be using cryptocurrency to pay. You watch, the world is only trending more digital. We need a native online digital currency. Prediction number 9, more than 100 million will be staked in prediction markets, which will emerge as a new killer app in crypto. We think decentralized prediction markets will become a primary venue for both event-based and more traditional sports-related wagering. Look, it's no secret that gambling, that speculating, is a major killer use case for cryptocurrency. People like to do this. So yeah, I think prediction markets will be seen very shortly as another killer app for crypto because decentralized open prediction markets are better. Prediction number 10 surprised the hell out of me. And you let me know if you think this is likely or not likely. Prediction 10.
So this is all from that company that put out a top 10 list or whatever.
A major upgrade to Ethereum will drive the average transaction cost below 1 cent.
What? What? No way. You guys know how crazy gas fees are on Ethereum. Below 1 cent. What is this, Kaspa fees? Like what? No way. I can't see it being that cheap for Ethereum.
The upgrade that they're referring to is called EIP 4844. You might have heard it referred to as proto-dank sharding before. Has to do with saving space with layer 2
I have heard that
rollups.
before.
So EIP 4844 could result in a 90% plus reduction in the cost to use Ethereum. This would be huge. We think this upgrade will pave the way for the first truly mainstream applications in crypto.
What do you guys think about that? If that's legit, if that could literally make the gas fees to a penny or less, that's a game changer for Ethereum, in my opinion, at least. That's crazy, actually.
Please let me know which predictions on this list you agree with, what you disagree with. Let me
I don't
know
think it's
other
possible,
predictions
but
that you've heard that you like, or maybe you have some of your own. Here's a bonus prediction. 1 in 4 financial advisors will allocate to crypto in clients' accounts by the end of 2024.
Ted actually made a good point. He just said every time an EIP comes around, they say it will reduce gas, but it makes it way more. It's a sucker play rather. Yeah, that's you're not wrong. Actually, you're definitely not wrong.
Anticipate that once Bitcoin becomes easily accessible, more and more advisors will allocate to crypto in clients' accounts. Guys, subscribe to the channel. We give you an edge in cryptocurrency. If you're interested in making are a leading crypto.
And he goes and talks about this again. I want to see what this is. What is it? Bit refill? Bit refill? I want to see what this is without having to listen to him shill. I want to see what this is. All right, let's get into the recap of things, guys. Shout out to Altcoin Daily if you guys are interested. In the description below, I got the link to the video. But interesting. So see, like for us, I'm no way affiliated with these guys, so take this with a grain of salt. But live on crypto. It's kind of neat for a miner, right? If we're gonna mine the crypto that we earn, and we can swap it out for Amazon gift cards and MasterCards and just other shit, like whatever you need, like Roblox. How many kids or Roblox? I just said I don't even know what I just said. Roblox. This how many kids you buy this stuff for? You know what I mean? Like it's just super simple to be able to swap some shit into it. So let me know if you guys have used this site before. That's kind of weird. I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw that this morning. Kind of crazy. PUBG Mobile, $100 to $500. All right, if you're spending $500 in a mobile game, you need a life. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's the truth. That is absurd. I've never played it, but that's absurd. That is absolutely absurd. Like what is happening? Anyways, all right, let's see. What do you guys got for questions? This is the recap segment. Feel free to ask questions. Let's talk and hang out. When you're releasing your mannequin NFT collection? Never. What is this? Is that what that said? What does that say? I don't even know what that says, Crypto KJ, to be honest. That's not, man. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, all right, let's see. Let's check out the market again. See what we're looking like over here before we get out of here. Let's go back to honey. If you guys don't know, again, honey has been killing it. If I could spell. Honey's been absolutely on a tear. If you guys want to order a unit, feel free. Up in the description below, you guys get like, I think it's 10% off, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I don't even, as of right now, I don't make anything off it. So feel free. It's just for you guys. But yeah, this is 26 cents. Pretty crazy. Let's check out Carlson. How's that been looking? KLS. I know this has been like, taking a shit again. A lot of sell pressure here, but we're at 7.5 cents. It's down 14.6% on the day. It's really, to be honest though, it's only like a couple weeks old, man. This thing did have a huge run up, 26 cents, man. That was great. I wish it stayed up here. That would have been awesome, because I am still mining Carlson hash and swapping directly into Kaspa with unMineable. If you guys are interested, go check out that video. I dropped it the other day. Let's see what other coins we're gonna look at. Let's check out ETC pile. Actually, you know what? I got my other payout. I got, oh wait, that worked. Sweet. $1.85. So I got a second payout on 100 ETC pile, which is cool. So that works. That works. $1.85. 100 of those would be 180 bucks. The all-time low was 24 cents. All-time high was 282. Not too bad. Check bonk. Yeah, we can look at bonk. You know, I need to every time. Why do I do that? Every time I hit enter, you type it in, you hit enter, it goes wherever the hell it wants. Like every single time. I don't understand it. 48.9% up. Jeez. It's taking a nice jump. Let's check out the 30-day on this bonk. It's had quite the ride, man. It's had quite the ride. So it was back here. Let's, hold on. Let's go to 1 year. Wait, this thing's been more than a year. Oh, am I wrong? No. Came out December 28th, 2022, I guess. It has been at 6 zeros after the decimal point for a while, and now it's 4 zeros. Like, this is literally like Dogecoin. This is like what Doge did. It like jumped a bunch of zeros, or jumped a couple decimal points, right? And then just, yeah, people made so much money off it. It's crazy. How many coins? Max supply. What is this? Thousands, millions, billions, trillions? It's 100 trillion tokens. 100 trillion. Hold on. Let's go to Shiba. How many coins they got? Same thing. Oh, but actually Shiba's been burning coins, or burning tokens. I assume that's why the max supply is down. They had 100 trillion too. Interesting. Let's go to Doge real quick. I know Doge is infinite, right? Yeah, Doge. See, this is the problem with Doge. It's not there is no max supply. It'll just continue to come out. So it's double-edged sword. Plenty to go around, but I don't know. It really is. Dogecoin is like the face of meme coins, right? And people buy into them because, certain people like Elon Musk and people along those lines will just talk about it, and like the shit goes up. So those is just like the most known meme coin, at least in my opinion. Look at this PP coin, Pepe, whatever they call it. Let's see. Let's go 30-day. How's Pepe been doing? Same thing, another meme coin, but five zeros past the decimal point. Now it's still, yeah, it's still there. It's still there. Let's look at the max chart. This thing freaking skyrocketed too, didn't it? Or maybe it didn't. Oh no, it did at the beginning. 6 zeros, and then it's skyrocketed to, I guess, 5, but that's still, people made money on it, I'm sure. Let's see. Mankini, is that what you're supposed to say? Is that what that was supposed to say? Oh god, I'm gonna regret opening this. I'm gonna regret opening this, ain't I? I'm opening a different tab. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. All right, here it is. This is the Mankini. If anybody's wondering, this is what it is, the Borat Mankini. Yep. We're not gonna keep that up though, because that's gross and odd. And Crypto KJ, if you ever send me a picture of you in one of those, I will ban you forever. You sick individual. All right, let's see. Yeah, Borat. Borat's right. Swap honey for bonk or guac on oh, let's look at guac. You and your guac, dude. You love this stuff. This Dan R made a shit ton on guac. How do you spell it? Guac. 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 Let's see. How long has it been out? It's been out that long. May 2023, I guess, came out. All right, so it was the lowest point. It was 3, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 zeros after the decimal, and now it skyrocketed to 6 zeros. So I mean, yeah, it's that's pretty decent, I guess. Pretty decent run up. You can make a lot of money on it. And again, 10 trillion tokens, the max supply. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Ted, where was it? I just saw it. Doge is a great entry point into crypto for most people, and that's the biggest thing, right? Everybody and their mother was talking about Dogecoin at some point. I remember when I was building this house, actually, the general contractor that was on site was talking to me about crypto, and that's the first thing he mentioned is Dogecoin. And like, it's been multiple people have had conversations with me about this, and I'm like, wait, like, you've had crypto? And they're like, yeah, I got some Dogecoin. And it's like, always, I got some Dogecoin. That's always where it goes down to. And you know what? It's cheap and it's easy to buy for people, and that's why they're whatever. They don't care about throwing 20 bucks, 100 bucks at it. And that's the reason I believe that Dogecoin is just going to explode again. But again, that's just my opinion. Let's see. I bet AVAX meme tokens are next. AVAX meme tokens. What, let's look at AVAX anyways. Avalanche. I didn't even know they had meme tokens, to be honest. Avalanche is looking at 38.79, up 1.6% on the day. Check out the 7-day. 26 bucks. It's up to now 38 on 7 days. Wow, that's pretty good. That's a nice nice third that you earned, right? 33% or so. Crazy. Max supply on Avalanche is 720 million. 720 million. Neat. I didn't know that. But man, yeah, that's taking quite a run. Rank 10 and kicked Dogecoin out of its top 10 spot. All right, so let's see. It was up 7,800% yesterday. What? Wait, that's not what that says. 78,000%. What was up 78,000%, Chris Hanley? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Which coin? AVAX? Maybe? No, maybe not. Let's see. All right, let me just check. Crypto KJ, you're gonna start your own Christmas calendar in that war rat thing. I'll send you one. All right, I'll buy it for you. Promise. You gotta send everybody else pictures though. Don't put it in my VIP chat. I don't want to throw up. Cut it out. SEC says no to proof of stake. What will happen with ETH? Wait, what? Nicholas Pitts, what are you saying? What do you mean? What? SEC says no to proof of stake. What will happen to ETH? Well, ETH is ETH is on that fine line where they don't know what to call it, a security or not. I don't think that. See, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know how that works when it comes to proof of stake versus. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. I wouldn't even know how to explain it, to be honest. Proof of stake from proof of work. Like, if they stayed proof of work, maybe it would have been a little easier for them to, I guess, get like a spot ETF or anything along those lines. But, yeah, the proof of stake thing is just, I guess it's not a security unless you're actually like if you're projected to make money off it, right? That's what's considered a security, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. ETH's kind of crazy. ETH is a private company, nothing more, says Nick K. Yeah, it is. It's going to be very interesting, I guess, to see where things go in the next year or so. But guys, I appreciate you all. Unfortunately, I have to get out of here. Back to daddy duty for me. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow's the last day of the week, which is awesome. Then we get the weekend. So have a good day. I'll catch you guys bright and early tomorrow morning between 8:15-ish Eastern Standard Time. And I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace out. Have a good day, guys.
Perfect.
this hash rate's going bonkers.